In these challenging economic times, finding a stable, well-paying job is more challenging than ever. But remember, God has given us talents to relieve our condition. We just need to tap into them. Introducing iShop.Black, your path to success. Register with us to start your own online business or move your existing one online. We are here to lower the barriers to entry. For a limited time, get 1 month free for monthly and annual subscriptions when you use discount code iShop. iMarketplace is a new service, so if you act now you'll have first mover's advantage. Take advantage of our free concierge service offer. Our associates are ready to assist you with your site setup. For a limited time, use discount code hookup to save $5 off on monthly subscription fees. Why choose iShop.Black? 45 beautifully designed modern templates. Choose from a variety of professional templates to create your online store. Immediate searchability. Your site products will be instantly searchable on iShop.Black, allowing you to leverage our marketing reach. Fast setup. You can have your site up and running within minutes. Don't miss out. Hop Sneaker Contest. Register at hops.win to win free sneakers. 1 entry per person, please. Take control of your future with iShop.Black. The #1 destination for melanated shoppers.
What's going on, fam? This is Jay Cameron inviting you to join us in Ethiopia next March 2025. And this is going to be an iconic trip that you don't want to miss, a trip of a lifetime. We're going to be visiting Addis Ababa, Gondor, Lalibela. You'll have a chance to taste the amazing Ethiopian food. You'll also have a chance to visit the Rastafarian community. You'll get the history, you'll get the fashion, you have an opportunity to shop. It's going to be a trip, an experience of a lifetime. So make sure you sign up to join us in Ethiopia, March 2025.
Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
At African Diaspora News Channel, we cover stories that don't receive mainstream attention, and we serve as the voice to the global Black community. We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media, connecting the African diaspora one story at a time.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining us on the stream on Thursday, July 4th. Before I get started, let me go ahead on and snipe a couple of people because I don't have time for Democrat shields coming over here lying. That's what they like to do. So let me go ahead and snipe them on out of here myself. And there you go. All right. Yes, Tylene. Ethiopian food is good. It is good. Sometimes I go have it myself. And like I said, I had it, about a month ago or so. I also like Turkish food. Turkish food is pretty good. So tonight, tonight's live stream, we're going to talk about the boogeyman, Project 2025. We're going to talk about that tonight a little bit. And it's sad it's sad I'm even making this live stream because I thought we were a little bit more quickened than this. I thought we didn't kind of got past letting the folks scare us at this point, right? But yet you still got black folks that let them scare them. They scare them. It just, I have to shake my head about it. Y'all don't know how many messages I got about that. And so, and originally when I first started getting messages about something, I said, let me go check it out myself and let me go through it a little bit. And, it's 900 pages, to be honest with you. Broken down in a lot. It's a wish list. Really, that's what it is. But nobody's talking about what's on Trump's website. Like, that's what I think will be more important now is something they say in the Project 2025 on Trump's website. That's what I would look at and what's aligned. But we'll get to talking about, some of this tonight. Like Minister Farrakhan has said, you have some scared black people, and that's just who they are. Cowards are never respected. Somebody running around, getting tongue-tied, living in fear. That's not nobody that you can build anything with in a community. You got to have courage in everything that you're doing. And if you're scary, I'm a firm believer, stay away from me. Don't come around me, because scary people will sell you out because they're scared, right? So if you got scared people around you, get them away from you ASAP. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead on and get to the devotional for tonight. And then we will, oh yeah, I did say the new devotional for tonight is going to be, since we talking about Trump and them, right? Let's go ahead on and run this devotional since we talking about Trump and Project 2025 tonight, right? So here we go. This devotional is of your president that you're going to vote for, a lot of you that's trying to come to this chat. Some of the shields. Here we go.
Both hours. Making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare, we're trying to provide housing for black Americans. The impact on the choice, the idea that they're gonna, I'm proposing that everybody, the millionaires pay 1%. So no one I would not raise the cost of Social Security for anybody. I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. And wants to get rid of the ability of Medicare for us to be able to negotiate drug prices with the big pharma companies. What I'm going to do is fix the tax system. For example, we have 1,000 billionaires in America. No one was hurt. No one Israeli was accidentally killed, and it stopped. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, well, that we had to play that since we're talking about that tonight, right? And I know the Shields don't like that, right? The Shields don't like that, and it is what it is. Listen, we only playing what was put out there at a debate. We all saw it, and that's why they are scrambling right now, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so the Project 2025, it was written by the Heritage Foundation. The Heritage Foundation is a conservative think tank. They've been in existence since 1973. Before I was even born, the Heritage Foundation was founded. That's what they do. They want to have a wish list every single year, every single term for every president, from Ronald Reagan and on, George W. Bush, the first George Bush, anybody that's a conservative, they're going to have a think tank that's going to be there. They want a wish list. Same thing on the left wing. They have their think tanks as well. It's on both sides, right? They are all in D.C. It's what they do. They have lobbyists. They have all of that. That's just the way it works, unfortunately. Now, the Democrats don't really have any wins with Biden. So what they're doing is using the same tactic that they always have used on black people, right? Now, at the bottom, I say, don't be a stereotype. And the reason why I say don't be a stereotype, stop letting them scare you, is because when they're behind closed doors, they talk about Black Americans. And they say that we have low IQs, we're not smart. That's why we're easily afraid. We listen to everything they tell us. We don't look into anything. Case in point, let me remind you of a video of a prominent Democrat out of New York real quick, just to let you know how they really think about this. Listen to this real quick.
Young Black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world open up to all of them, because when you have their diverse voices innovating solutions through technology, then you're really addressing society's broader challenges.
So Black children in the Bronx, Black children, they don't even know what computer means. Now that came from a Democrat. That didn't come from a Republican, okay? Now we know how some of them get down with Black Americans. We have accepted that. Some of them are straight up white supremacists, but you don't talk about the Democrats. Okay, fine, right? Fine, no problem. So you listen to people like that, who's prominent Democrat, will tell you Project 2025 gonna get y'all Black people. Oh, it's gonna get y'all. Okay, all right. So I wanna go to two things tonight. I'm gonna go to like a synopsis of Project 2025, and I'm also gonna go on the Trump issues part of his website. And the reason why I wanna go there, I want to kind of look at both at the same time and see, do they match up? Do they align? I mean, what is it? Because last time I checked, the Heritage Foundation wasn't running for president. It was Trump and Biden. Last time I checked. Now, if they switched Biden out with Kamala or whoever else, then we'll talk about that at that time. So let's go ahead on and put this up on the screen. Give me a second. Okay. We're going to get this up for y'all. Is this it? Hold on. There we go. Boom. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, democracy forward, okay? This had nothing to do with the right wing here. They say they read the whole 900-page mandate for leadership so you don't have to, and they say they discovered a systemic, ruthless plan to undermine the quality of life of millions of Americans, remove critical protections and dismantle programs for communities across the nation, and prioritize special interests and ideological extremism over people. Special interest is prioritized right now. Like, what are you talking about? Look at what AIPAC did. AIPAC sure got Jamal Bowman behind out of there. That's a special interest group, and that special interest group is not here for the American people. They say from attacking overtime pay, student loans, here we go, that reproductive rights thing again, to allowing more discrimination, pollution, price gouging, and those behind Project 2025 preparing to go to incredible lengths to create a country only for some, not for all of us. Now they say these threats aren't hypothetical. These are their real plans. Ooh, Lord, I'm scared. I'm scared, Jesus, I'm scared. The Heritage Foundation and the 100 plus organizations that make up Project 2025 Advisory Board mapped out exactly how they will achieve their extreme ends. They aim to try to carry out many of the most troubling proposals through an anti-democratic president and political loyalists installed in the executive branch without waiting for congressional action. While many of these plans are unlawful, winning in court is not guaranteed, given that the same far-right movement that is behind Project 2025 has shaped our current court system. So according to you, the world's coming to an end. The world's coming to an end. All right. So they tell you what it is, the President's Transition Project, fine. The snapshot, they talking about cutting overtime pay for 4.3 million workers, stop efforts to lower prescription drug prices, limit access to food assistance, or food stamps, which an average of more than 40 million people in 21.6 million households, which are more of the folks than Black people, rely monthly. Eliminate Head Start, the early education program, which serves over 1 million children annually. Cut the American Rescue Plan programs that created or saved 220,000 jobs. Restrict access to medication abortion. We're keeping that up, right? Push more of 33 million people enrolled in Medicare toward Medicare Advantage and other worst private options. Where's your proof? Expose 368,000 children in foster care to risk of increased discrimination. Deny students in 25 states and Washington, D.C. access to student loans because their state provides in-state tuition to undocumented immigrants. You know what? I can rock with that one because our tax dollars are supposed to be going to our citizens. Roll back civil rights protections across multiple fronts, including cutting diversity, equity, and inclusion, which don't benefit black people, related programs, and LGBTQ plus rights in healthcare, education, and workplaces. This is what they say the whole snapshot is. So we don't look at nothing else. That's the snapshot. So if I don't take nothing else based off what Democracy Forward put out, are y'all scared of that so far? Like, are you really scared of that so far? I ain't scrolled down. Are you scared? Or are you scared? Or are you worried? And y'all, speaking about black, I did Control F. Let me show y'all something. Hold on. Control F, I put in the word black, right here. I clicked it. You can find the word black in this snapshot here on this page. So just letting y'all know that. Let's scroll down a little bit. We're going to keep talking. Cut wages, create unsafe workplaces, and destabilize our economy. Let's just kind of run through it real quick. It ain't going to take long. So we looking for what's going to hurt us as black people. Stop people from earning overtime pay. Now, you're talking about the Biden administration issue a policy that would make over 4 million workers newly eligible to qualify for overtime pay. The U.S. Department later did this by raising the overtime threshold, which is the salary ceiling, with salary workers still qualify automatically for overtime pay if they work more than 40 hours in a week, even though these workers are not paid hourly. Raising the overtime threshold increases the number of workers with guaranteed overtime protections. Currently, the threshold protects non-hourly workers who make up. So you're saying Project 2025 want to go back to basically what it always was. Like if you took a salary position, you took that position, you understood that. Because when there's not much work or whatever going on, you get your pay. But if hourly people may get their hours reduced, right? Okay. All my life I grew up with the old way, so I can't really say much about this. Cut funding for local job creating programs. Now remember, this isn't on Trump's website, and we're gonna go to Trump's website. The Economic Development Administration was responsible for investing billions of American Rescue Plan dollars into transforming infrastructure projects across the nation. According to the 2022 report, these investments resulted in 220,000 jobs. Hey, black Americans, did you get in those American Rescue Plan jobs? I'm curious, because I haven't heard black people say, man, ever since Biden passed this bill, man, I got a good job. I ain't heard black people say that. Maybe I'm wrong. Now, Project 2025 proposed that EDA grants should be consolidated with other programs or eliminated, which would undermine the ability of the federal government to invest in communities across the nation with efforts that could devastate working people, small businesses, and the overall health of our economy. Okay, I don't really see how manipulating data, that's not really going to affect black people as a whole. Weakening child labor protection. So basically here they're saying that if your kids want to work at a younger age, they want to push it would allow kids to work at a younger age and even work dangerous jobs. These kids not going to work no dangerous jobs. Please, try to get these kids to go work a dangerous job. You see, you got grown folks that don't want to work a doggone dangerous job. That's why immigrants are coming in here and doing it. So, okay, we went through that, fine. I'm just kind of making it harder for Americans to make ends meet. Okay, ooh, Lord, that sounds scary. Look at that, they put black people on there. Oh, look at that black family, Lord Jesus. Okay, let's see, y'all. So to make ends meet and struggle, you put black people picture up there. Okay, that's quite interesting. Restrict access to food assistance. You say Project 2020 make it harder for people to access food assistance by adding ineffective requirements and reevaluating important programs. Let's see what that's about. Okay, a child, elderly person, and this is 92% goes with income at or below the federal poverty line. Okay. So basically they want to roll back some of, people that's on food stamps, the SNAP program. I didn't grow up on the SNAP program. We had to get it how we live. I'm just saying, I didn't grow up in a rich family. Eliminate Head Start. I don't know why you would want to do that. I mean, that doesn't make sense personally. I'm not scared of that. But but I don't know why what would be the purpose of that? Limit which disability qualified veterans for benefits. That's actually, Trump wouldn't even agree with this one. And I'm gonna go to Trump's website later. Remove safety nets for farmers. I don't think Trump would agree with that one either. That doesn't make sense. Remember, this is a wish list. This is not policy that Trump is pushing. I'm just reading. I'm looking at this stuff. Eliminate funding for key public transportation projects. Okay, but all this stuff they're talking about so far, how is that targeting us specifically? And I'm going off of what they're saying here, right? Hold on. Restrict reproductive rights and access to health care. Oh my Lord. And you know what reproductive rights is? Restrict unaliving your child in the womb. Okay, so let's go there. All right. Okay, you put some, is that a black woman right there and a white person? I'm trying to see what they're putting up there. Keep the cost of life-saving medication too high. Now, I looked at this, okay? And so you basically saying you want to bring up the prices, you want Medicare, okay, they get the ability to negotiate. Fine. You want to instruct Congress to repeal that part of the IRA. Well, this is a problem. Real quick. Let's go here to Donald Trump's website. Better health care choices at lower cost. So clearly, Donald Trump is opposed to that. They say President Donald Trump empower American patients by greatly expanding health care choice, transparency, and affordability. He increased competition in the health insurance market, eliminating the Obamacare individual mandate, and signed the right to try that gives terminally ill patients access to life-saving cures. President Trump lowered drug prices for the first time in over 50 years and finalized the most favored nation rule to ensure that pharmaceutical companies offer the same discounts to the United States as they do other nations. To save lives from he's talking about the China virus thing. He's saying here, Trump organized the production, they say, of the world's largest supply of ventilators and development of treatments and vaccines. They say he will stop all COVID mandates, restore medical freedom, end surprise medical billing. Well, hey, surprise medical billing do need to go. I can agree with that. Increase fairness through price transparency and further reduce the cost of prescription drugs and health insurance premiums. And he said he always going to protect Medicare, Social Security, and patients with pre-existing conditions. So if he's saying there on that website that he wants to keep drug prices low or lower them even more, clearly they're against what he's talking about. Remember, this is a wish list. This is not even on Trump's site. In medication, abortion use or make it incredibly difficult to access. How is that affecting us specifically, though? Push people toward private Medicare plans that worsen health outcomes. That's a choice if people want to do that. Make it easier for extremists to access personal information about patients' reproductive care. We do have HIPAA laws, so how can, unless they're going to change the HIPAA law. I'm just saying, like, all this stuff so far, guys and ladies, I don't see anything. Okay, let's go to this. Enable discrimination across society. That's okay. Let's go there. Maybe that affect black people, right? Maybe. Embolden racial discrimination in everything from housing to education to employment. So are you going to roll back the Fair Housing Act? Or let me see if that's what it says. I don't see nothing in here talking about rolling back the Fair Housing Act. You're talking about how people sue for discrimination. I see that. And yes, they want to stop people from suing for racism. That's what they want, right? But you still have a whole lot of laws on the books that would have to get overturned to make any of this mess even happen. Make it harder for historically under-resourced communities to access Medicaid, Head Start, and other government programs. That doesn't mean black. And neither does it say anything about black. Undermine gender equity across the government. That has nothing to do with black folks. And as you can see here, it's not black people at all. They talking about all, when you say gender, you already know what gender they talking about. Allow more discrimination against LGBTQ youth in adoption and foster care agencies. Of course, I'm a person that don't want to see discrimination of any kind. But what does that fully have to do with black Americans? Okay, right here, put black communities and others that have historically borne the brunt of health impacts from pollution and other environmental harms at increased risk. Okay, they would say black people. So let's go ahead and take our time with this one. The EPA's new created Office of Environmental Justice and External Civil Rights is the agency's dedicated office to ensuring that environmental and public health policies are crafted and implemented in ways to ensure no communities are left behind or disproportionately harmed. Eliminating this office will put the communities that have historically borne the brunt of harms from pollution, climate change, and other hazards, which are too often black and brown communities, at increased risk. Cancer Alley still exists in Louisiana, and we got Biden and the so-called Office of Environmental Justice and External Civil Rights. Black people are still getting cancer in Cancer Alley. Y'all haven't done nothing for black people there. Y'all haven't done nothing for black people in Flint. They still got a water problem in Flint. Then not too long ago, Jackson, Mississippi had a bunch of brown water looking like something out of a third world country or something. Y'all didn't do anything about environmental justice. What are you talking about? So you telling us to be afraid of this, but yet when you're in office right now, you haven't done crap for black Americans. Enable discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity. That has nothing to do with black people at all. That's all LGBT. Like seriously, like what I'm trying to figure out what to be afraid of right now. Are y'all afraid? Are y'all afraid? I want to know, are you afraid right now? Set polluters loose and undo climate action. Do I have to really go here? Okay. Oh, look at there. But you need power, folks. Listen, I come from the petrochemical industry. You need power. That's the nuclear power. But you need power, period. You don't want power, you're going to start having load shedding, make our air dirtier and worsen climate change. Well, how are they going to do that? They basically want to cut regulations. Okay. Some regulations are good. A lot of them are stupid. Cut off weather, ocean, and climate data by disbanding the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration. Okay, I don't know why that's stupid. You need all the weather things we can get. So that's stupid. I don't know why they come up with that one. Transfer environmental funding away from mission-based entities to state regulators in many cases. Do not support sustainable policies. That's kind of more regulation cutting. Expand offshore oil and natural gas drilling on public lands and waters. I support that. I support it, coming from oil and gas, because if you want our gas prices to be down, you need to have an abundance of crude oil and abundance of natural gas. If you don't have an abundance, you're gonna have higher prices. So, yeah, I'm a firm believer of drill, refine. Okay, so now they talking about make education unaffordable and unwelcoming. Okay, Lord, what are they gonna do, Jesus? All right, look at those students over there. All right, cool. They cut a federal loan program to help parents of college students, graduate students, and immigrants, let's say, afford higher education. Okay, so you threw immigrants in there, and I'm kind of just glancing through this. Graduate students to take out graduate plus loans, undocumented to take out federal loans entirely. Well, look, if they want to remove immigrants let me say illegal ones, not legal ones, getting access to federal dollars that belong to American citizens, I'm fine with that. Make public schools even more dangerous. Oh, what are they going to do? They say public schools are already dangerous. What are you talking about? If a person put a hands on the LGBT person, they'll be brought up on the James Byrd Jr. Matthew Shepard law. And they will go to federal prison. You better not put your hands on somebody LGBT and then use a slur. So I'm just trying to figure this out. When they got that law in the books, LGBT community is very protected, and Biden made sure to keep papering them up. Push ideology onto funding for international business programs. And trying to dictate what people can and cannot learn. The special interest authors behind Project 2012 want to direct funding to international business programs that teach their preferred subjects, with nearly half of Department of Education funding going to these programs. These programs are generally towards providing students a better understanding of markets across the world in all different forms. You know, kind of that deal where if you take my money, you got to kind of take what I say to get it. People kind of do that now. They said make it easier for charter schools to discriminate against LGBTQ+. Why would it make it easier for them when you still have laws on the books that protect LGBT way more than protect black people? I'm trying to understand. They would have to change laws to make this happen. So, but once again, I'm not really seeing anything specific about black people. I'm really not. Are y'all scared so far? I'm not going to read 900 pages to y'all. If you want to go read 900 pages, you go do it. I'm not doing that. That'll take days, and I ain't got time for that because most of y'all gonna fall asleep. You're not gonna listen, and please, you go do it. This also, even on the local news, they're not reading you 900 pages of anything. Reading is fundamental. Replace nonpartisan federal employees with partisan loyalists. Okay, most presidents do that. If you got a Republican and Republicans all over the place, when Biden come in, he gets them out and put in Democrats. If Democrats are in, Republicans come in, they put in Republicans. They've been doing this. I don't see what's the difference. Force career experts out of government by relocating federal agencies. Okay. Administer ideological bias and discriminatory tests for federal workers. But what does this really have to do with black people specifically? It sounds like fundamental changes they want to do in America. Meddle with national security by altering security clearances. Okay. I didn't see nothing that specifically targeted black people. Like just us. Like, ooh, they about to get us. They targeting us. Even if I go to Trump's website, right? This Trump's website in the issues section. Let's see if he got anything that's going to target black people and harm black people. Targeting us, okay? He talking about rebuilding the greatest economy in history. He talking about all what he did during his term. I'm skimming through this. I don't see Trump saying anything he gonna harm black people in his, rebuilding a greatest economy. Fair trade for the American worker. He's talking about free and open trade. He canceled the job-killing Trans-Pacific Partnership, replaced the NAFTA nightmare with the groundbreaking USMCA. Things that he did, he was already in office for. So he said he's going to fight for the worker, fine. Unleash energy dominance. He talks about that all the time, drilling. Secure borders. Of course, we definitely want him to secure the border because that would benefit definitely as a not direct benefit, but a catch-all benefit of people being flooded to black American cities and neighborhoods. Okay. War on the cartels. The reason why you have a lot of drugs in your communities is because of the cartels, and just bottom line. So if they would end that situation with the cartels, we can cut down a whole lot of crime. Okay, so okay, I'm cool with him on that. He told me he's gonna stop crime, restore safety. Okay, black people don't want crime in their neighborhood. Renew American strength and leadership. Well, okay. Reject globalism and embrace patriotism. Well, people, that's a choice of a person. He can't do that. Care for the veterans. The veterans should be taken care of. There should be no veteran on the street, especially if they fight for the country. We have a lot of our black veterans who are homeless right now. Protect parents' rights. I agree with the protection of parents' rights. In a lot of these Democrat districts, they want to take away parents' rights. They want to introduce alternative lifestyles to children, especially look at what happens in California. You got to watch what happens in California. So, I'm just kind of skimming through it. Defend law and liberty. That's kind of self-explanatory. Like I said, you can go to his website and read this yourself. End censorship and reclaim free speech. So he's talking about basically here, he want to stop, let me see, hold on, where is it at? His plans of firing any federal bureaucrat who is engaged in censoring the lawful speech of American citizens, banning taxpayer funds being used to categorize lawful speech for purposes of illicit censorship, banning federal agencies from censoring speech, stopping federal funding from all nonprofits, and academic programs engaged in censorship, passing a digital bill of rights. I think we do need a digital bill of rights, and enacting landmark legislation to dramatically limit the ability of big social media platforms to restrict free speech. By restoring free speech, we will begin to reclaim our democracy. Well, the Supreme Court kind of knocked down that situation that Biden can't interfere with social media platforms, so they would have to do a law to stop that. Free, honest, and lawful elections. Of course, he's talking about passing election integrity measures, banning unsecured drop boxes, ballot harvesting. If y'all want to do something about elections, get rid of the Electoral College. That's if y'all want to do something. I'm just be honest with you. The Electoral College is something I never agreed with at all. I think the popular vote should be what it is. Drain the swamp of Washington corruption. That's kind of stuff he talked about last time. And then we went through the better health choices. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, just based off of what we glanced through there, like I said, if you want to go to the Heritage Foundation website and you want to go read all 900 pages, please do. Please go do that with your time. We're not here for that. But what I'm saying is, based off of what I saw, what is there to be afraid of? Seriously. I didn't see nothing that say, well, we're going to repeal the 13th Amendment and we're going to put black Americans back on the plantation, day one of the Trump administration. That's what y'all acting like. Y'all was acting this way too with the Georgia voting law. Oh my God, the Georgia voting law, it's like putting black people back in Jim Crow all over again. And y'all was, Phil, you heard about the Georgia voting law? They said it's gonna be like Jim Crow. And then after the Georgia voting law, more black people in the election voted than the previous for the law showed up. And then when you start going through the law, you're like, okay, this is not Jim Crow. This is not poll taxes. This isn't Klan intimidation. This isn't any of that. Like, what are you talking about? This isn't literacy test. When you read the bill, like y'all, the problem with some of y'all, and that's why I say don't be a stereotype. Y'all listen to MSNBC or MSDNC. Y'all listen to DNN, better known as CNN. And whatever they tell y'all, y'all run with it. You just run with it. You don't go, let's say, let me go to the website and see this. Let me get a synopsis. Let me go to Trump's website. Let me go to Biden's website. Let's see what they're talking about on their policies. That way I'm informed when I choose to go vote for a person, or since I'm informed, I don't have to vote for a person. Because they have no policies that I can rock with. I mean, you act like they talking about trying to repeal the 14th Amendment. Which that's the 13th and the 14th is the two that we focus on the most as black Americans. I didn't read that. So how is that supposed to scare me? Y'all scared of some Heritage Foundation wish list, but you don't talk about Project Black. That's been going on every single day in our existence. Every year is Project Black. What is Project Black? No protection, no reparations, race soldiers out here shooting us down. Every day we got to fight. Every day we got hostile immigrants coming in, being weaponized against us. Every day is something. You don't talk about Project Black that we're dealing with. And think about it. What more could the Heritage Foundation or even a Republican could do right now to black people that has not been done right now in 2024? What could they actually do? We don't really have nothing collectively for them to take. What could they really do? Taraji, that Project 2025, y'all. Ooh, y'all got to go out there and vote. I'm so tired of these Democrats trying to scare black people. I'm so tired of that, man. Like, think about it. I got to scare you to vote for me. I can't just bring you something we done for you. And this is what I'm also tired of. Why don't they take all this time and go talk to the Asian community? Hold on. And let me talk about this while I got this on the screen too. Where are we at? Hold on, there we go. Okay, so why aren't Kamala and Biden and the Democrats listen to me, because I know you're listening. Why aren't y'all talking to the Asian community? Because listen, this is a tangible that Biden done for the Asian community. This is a tangible. He giving them the pen. Why aren't they telling the Asian community to save democracy? Why aren't they telling the Asian community about Project 2025 and scare them to go vote Democrat? Listen, Biden and Kamala have every right to go to the Asian community and say, hey, we did something for y'all in this administration. So the least you can do is get registered to vote, come out here and vote Biden, Harris, because this is what we done. Even though you didn't get us over the finish line, it was the black community. So the black, see y'all, when you talking about your hate crime bill that you want, that's what you voted for right there. You voted and everybody else is benefiting. That's what the Democrats do to y'all every 4 doggone years. Scare you to vote, unless in 2020, that's what they did. They scared you to vote against Trump and vote for Biden. And yet when he got in office, immediately they started propagandizing black Americans, saying that we were attacking Asians and having specials about black Americans attacking Asians. And the moment this bill got signed, all of a sudden black Americans stopped attacking Asians. It went away. It went away. Did it go away? Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me get to something real quick. I saw a comment. How many blacks did Trump have in his cabinet? One, Uncle Ben Carson. Right now, Biden has 5. Harris as his vice president. Well, let me think. I don't know all of them. I know the Surgeon General was a black man. Of course, you mentioned Ben Carson. He had Omarosa for a while. I'm trying to think who else he had. I mean, it's I don't keep up with people like that in that cabinet, but that's at least 3 I could think of off the top of my head. But most black people ain't worried about the cabinet. Okay, you got more black people in Biden's cabinet. Oh my God, that is so great, right? That is great. Now, how black people are living. With all them black people that you said is in the cabinet, and Kamala too, right? We got Kamala, but this is what she told us.
So I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
Yeah, that's our vice president that told us clearly she wasn't doing nothing for black people. So you that kind of person that wants representation. You don't want substance. And we're the kind of people that want substance, not representation. I can care less what color person is up there if you're going to give me what we need. I don't care. Money spends. Doesn't matter to me what color. When you go get your job, you don't care about nobody's color. The majority of people that talk like you is working for the folks. You're not working for nobody black. And you sure take the money from the folks that you work for. You ain't telling them about representation. Yeah, that Project 2025, y'all look. That's like Y2K, if you're old enough to remember Y2K. Oh, Y2K coming. Oh my God, Y2K. Y'all better get stacked up on water and batteries. It's gonna be almost the end of the world. And then nothing happened. Oh, that Coney 2012, y'all gotta donate. That Joseph Coney, he just wiping out all these Africans. And then it was a scam. Have y'all learned by now when these people are coming to y'all frantic? They're not frantic, but they want you to be frantic for anything to finesse you out of money or to get you to vote for the Democrats. And you know, one thing that I'm sick of with the Democrats is this.
The lies. There you go. This bitch. I'm telling you. Trifling.
I'm tired of they lying. They always got to lie to black people. That Project 2025 has nothing to do with us specifically. We're living in an age that we talking about what's going to happen to us, how it's going to affect us, not catch-alls, not lift-all programs, not any of that. How is it going to affect us, and are they talking about us? What's going on? They're going to take money from student loans. The majority of black people don't get student loans anyway. Maybe some do. And think about these student loans people are getting. You getting charged so much interest that people have been paying on student loans for 30 years. 30 years. Predatory lending. I'd rather a black person go to a community college or a trade school. Because at least in community college, you can kind of afford that out your pocket a lot of times. Or you get a skilled trade. You go to a trade school or your community college for that skilled trade. Get that certification or degree, whatever you need to do, and get out there and get to work. And now you're not having all these student loan debt. You want to forgive student loan debt, but you're not telling people how to save money. I want y'all to pay attention to that. See, Biden and them are capitalists. They want to keep y'all in the system of debt too. Because, okay, you can forgive something, but then you go out there and teach how to prevent it. Hey, go to your local community college. If you can, stay in state so your tuition be lower. If you're going to go out of state, you need to go on a full ride scholarship or at least an 80% scholarship. You're going to go out of the state because you're going to pay more money out of state. If anything, maybe they should put a law on the books that says you can't charge people higher money just because they come from a different state. I mean, we're all American citizens. Why are you charging this person more just because they from Texas and went to a college in New York? That's not right. Now, you want to say discrimination? That's a form of discrimination to me. You give immigrants more breaks than you give a student from another state. But they're never going to teach you anything. They're not trying to teach you about money management. And they got the ability to teach you that on the federal level. They just rather just keep throwing money at things because you know what? If everybody get their act together, and if they actually end the debt with the colleges, then it's going to put a lot of people out of business. This government and these politicians bank on a problem. They never hear the creative solution to the problem. Go to your local community college. Do all your basics at the community college. Get them all done. Or you can go to a JUCO, junior college, and get some things done. Then at the end, transfer to the university. Y'all go to a big university for basics. And that's why y'all spending all the money y'all spending. Understand what I'm saying? You shouldn't have a bunch of student loan debt like that. And some of you get in fields that's not going to pay you six figures when you get out. To me, if I'm not making six figures, what's the point of me going? I might just go to a trade school where I know I can make six figures. Okay, you say you got a certification for a CNE, you say from a community college? Yeah, there you go. Community college is the way to go. And you got community colleges right in your area. Biden and them not trying to incentivize y'all to go to the community college. And even if you took out the Pell Grant and all that, the Pell Grant would help you with community college as well. So you could probably go to community college just about free, just off of the Pell Grant itself. Why not go the route of community college? Or they need to, I don't fully know if they do that or not. So if they do, y'all can correct me. But if they're not giving the Pell Grant for trade school, they need to. We need more plumbers. We need more electricians. We need truck drivers. We really need more truck drivers. Because if you don't have truck drivers, your nation's shut down. We need men that know how to drive heavy machinery, men and women that's going to be in waste management. You want to talk about renewable energy? A state like Texas, right? I told you, no politician, Democrat or Republican, are not trying to solve the problem. Hot as it is right now, our government should be focusing on solar power, solar batteries. I had a cousin of mine, she have a pretty big house. She was paying $1,000 in the summertime for her light bill. She put solar on her house, and right now she told me she's paying like about $75 because of solar. and should get gift cards from the power company because you're putting power back into the grid. So you go from $1,000 to $75 just because you got solar. The government should be paying for everybody to have solar, so you won't even be pulling on the power grid like that. But they don't do that because they're not there to solve a problem. They're not there to solve your problems. They're there to make sure the power, because think about it. If a whole state paid for solar power, right? So everybody have solar panels, batteries, etc. It would literally just about destroy the profits of these power companies overnight. Because let's say like a state like Texas, extremely hot. Even throughout the world, it's getting hot. The right way to go would be solar. But they don't want to do it. Now, Siobhan say hail could damage your solar panels on your home. Okay, you still connected to the grid though. And if you get a warranty, they will come replace those panels. Just like you get any other warranty on a car or anything else. That's no excuse that you can't replace your solar panels. And you still tapped into the grid. It's not like you completely disconnected from the grid. So if you need grid power for whatever the reason, you're on the grid. That's still no excuse why if we are homeowners, why we can't go to all solar and actually help. You want to talk about green, if you want to help the environment, solar is the way to go. But even Biden and them is not pushing that. Why didn't he push that in his American Rescue Plan? He didn't push a bunch of money, credit money for people to get solar power. That would have helped a lot of people. In his American Rescue Plan, he could have, instead of electric car, he could have did hybrid cars. Hybrid is the best way to go. If you're trying to do the environment, the freaking electric car is something that I wouldn't go for many reasons. It's not practical, one, and they don't have enough charging stations. So the hybrid would be the best thing to go to. But they didn't go do that. But see, that's trying to solve a problem. Because if you can cut down that light bill, guess what? You got more money for food in your house. You got more money for other things. They got people that got smaller homes that's paying $10, $15 for their light bill because they have solar. That's a game changer. But this government's not going to push that because they don't want you to save money because they want to keep their buddies at the power companies rich because they give them donations. Okay, Michael, you say you live in a tiny house on wheels and you have solar and well water. Okay, so you are, I guess, just disconnecting. Okay, what? You should talk all Africans back to Africa. You can, what? What do Africans got to do with this conversation? Sometimes people just say stupid. Let me get this person out of here. I don't like stupid people. Africans has nothing to do with this conversation. Africans need solar too. They need solar in America, and Africans need solar in the continent. They need solar too. There, I talked about Africans. Well, you say electric cars are connected to the web. Your gas powered cars are connected to the web. If you have any kind of newer car, it's connected to the web. Your cars are transferring data about your driving, and then your car companies is transferring to a place like LexisNexis. That's why your insurance rates be going up. Now, some people, man, they just like to say whatever, y'all. But, to wrap up what I'm saying, that Project 2025 crap, it's another trick. The Democrats have nothing. The Democrats have nothing to inspire you to go out and vote for them. They have nobody. They can't even run nobody right now. Even if they took Biden out, they can't run anybody to help them win the White House. So Trump gonna just cruise on in at this point, unless something dramatic happens. He's gonna cruise on in. Did you know recently Biden just had a meeting with Democrat governors. Now, he's the president of the United States. He told them he's going to stop doing campaign events, and he's going to be in the bed by 8 o'clock. Y'all, go look it up. I'm not lying. Biden told them Democrat governors, look, I'm going to be in the bed by 8 o'clock. So, and do you know during the day, Biden has to take his nap during the day? Like, he can't be president, y'all. He got to take his daily nap, and he got to be in the bed by 8. As a president, you may have to be up all night. You're the president. It happens. It could be a crisis. It can be whatever. You signed up for that job. Once again, Biden, he did not. First of all, he needs to drop out the race. Number two, I guess he finished out his term. But I don't know if y'all seen why Hunter Biden has been at that White House a lot lately. Didn't he just get convicted in federal court? And he hanging out at the White House? Oh, I guess his pappy gonna pardon him, I guess. I guess while he up there, say, I ain't worried about getting convicted. My pappy gonna pardon me, I'm cool. The moment they sentence me, he'll be signing the pardon the next day. So, there you go. Okay, you mentioned Trump. Last time I heard about Trump, they say he didn't sleep much. He always was working. But Biden is saying he needs to be in the bed by 8 o'clock. Like I said, Biden, he just needs to, at best, finish his term and just go to Delaware and just, he can go to bed at 8 o'clock. He can take his nap at 2. Whatever time he needs to take his nap, he needs to do that. Run the country is not what this man needs to do. But some of you black Americans, you still, Jasmine Crockett, talking about Biden. We can't abandon him. We can't, what? Do you see how this country look on the world stage? Seriously. If our military was pretty weak, we'd be conquered already. Because what Biden gonna do? He can't think on his feet like that. But let's watch that interview he's supposed to be doing, I think, either sometime either tomorrow or Saturday, one of them days. He's supposed to do an interview, and we'll see what happens with that. He's supposed to be doing a press conference. I want to see that press conference. But the deal is with him, he still take notes, and then he look at his notes or whatever. As long as he has the teleprompter or notes, he's good. But if he got to go off the cuff, no. But some of y'all still going to vote blue no matter who, and that's on y'all. Oh, Lord, we're going to be in some real trouble if Trump get elected. Who is we? I'm not in trouble. We had Trump last time. We were just fine. Actually, economy-wise, bring back that Trump economy. I'll take that all day long. I want my premium unleaded gas to be under $2. Bring that back. I want to go to the grocery store again and only spend $30, $40 on items, not 100. Man, bring Trump back for that. Oh yeah, bring it back for that. I want them interest rates to be real low again. Bring it back for that. Inflation was at 0 when Trump got out of office. Bring that back. This man is the worst president since Jimmy Carter. The worst. But you got people listen, my pocketbook can't take another 4 years of Biden. I was telling my wife that. My pocketbook can't take that. Seriously. Look at Gary said he bought 3 items, just 3, and it cost him $30. But you got people that want Biden in office again, so them 3 items will cost you $60 next time. And you know who inflation harms the most? Black Americans. Just like illegal immigration harms Black Americans the most as well. But some of you don't care. Well, Somebody mentioned now, I think somebody mentioned the tip thing. No, Jimmy Carter, after he got out of the White House, we're not talking about his Habitat for Humanity and all other stuff he did that was good after he got out of the White House. If you go and study the time during Jimmy Carter, his presidency, and where the economy was at, not him being a bad person, but where the economy was at, it was bad. It was really bad at that time period. Jimmy Carter did great things outside the White House. He did a lot of good. He did. I give him that. But as president, the economy was horrible. You say you bought 2 bags and it ended up costing you $200. I believe you. Oh, I believe you. But vote Biden, right? Put Biden back in office, and them groceries gonna cost you $400 next time. Keep on with Biden if you want to. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us on the stream tonight. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure you click the subscribe button. Make sure you click the like button. It's very important. If you have not downloaded the African Diaspora News Channel app, do that in Google Play and Apple App Store. When you get there, get a membership, monthly, quarterly, or yearly, and that greatly supports the show. And we're trying to get to our 10,000 members on the app. With the Ethiopia trip, we got 14 spots left as of right now, 14 spots. So make sure you go to africandiasporanews.org/Ethiopia. It'll take you to the site, and you can see the itinerary. You see the pricing. It costs $199 to secure your spot. Secure your spot today. That way, I don't want y'all messaging me, telling me, hey, I would like to go now. Like, no, you should secure your spot a long time ago. And especially all you people, and even Kellen knows about this, that send me thousands of emails talking about, I want to go on the next one. I want to go on the next one. And where you at? Are you on this one? They got 14 spots left. Where you at? Bring your friends, bring your mama, your daddy if you can. Bring them all. Secure your spot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so thank you for that. Tomorrow is Friday, so Friday we're going to do the Sound Off Fridays. I think that's what we're going to do on Friday, Sound Off Fridays, where we'll come up with something and let y'all call in. And hey, we never know who's going to call in on Sound Off Fridays, so that'll be